Raw 4 TV. Too Raw 4 TV. What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw 4 TV, aka Darth Apocalypse. Before I get into this video, shout out to the brother Quindrick for the $35 donation via the Cash App. Salute to you, brother, for showing love once again. And in this particular video, I want to talk about Michael Jordan's incredible efficiency as far as his scoring. I mean, we knew that he could score with the best of them. 10 NBA scoring titles. Holds NBA records for highest career scoring average both regular season and playoffs. But it's his efficiency which truly separates him from most scorers. Despite what these grifters will tell you, he was very efficient, not just field goal percentage, but in the manner in which he scored. He did not dribble the air out of the ball. He didn't hold the basketball for, 80% of the goddamn shot clock. He scored in a methodical way. He rarely forced the issue when it came to scoring. As he put it, he let the game come to him. And this is a guy that was very methodical in the way that he scored. One of his greatest scoring performances was Game 4 of the 1993 Eastern Conference Finals, the Memorial Day game in which he scored 54 points. And yes, he took 30 shots, but look at the way in which he scored. As you can see, Jordan never over-dribbled. As you saw right there, he drove. I don't even think he put the ball on the floor really, maybe once. Pulled up Jay, saying money. You hear this is score by John Starks here. Starks went for the steal, gambled. Jordan made him pay. Jordan catch, two dribbles, pull up, 3, money. That's the thing you saw, Michael Jordan. You didn't see consistent over dribbling from him. As you see Jordan, in that sequence, he drove to his right, dribbled once, scored. Once again, dribbled to his right, scores, pull up, fade away. Chicago Bulls defense coming through right there. Michael Jordan. It's never over dribbling. And he used simple moves to keep the defender off balance. It wasn't, over, sometimes scorers can go a little too hot doggish and over dribble and, sometimes lose the basketball. Pull up.
Michael Jordan. So Charles Oakley is hit with the tee.
He didn't dominate the shot clock. That's what was so beautiful about the triangle offense. That's why a lot of these players can't play in this offense, because it doesn't suit their scoring. They don't want to make the adjustments. Jordan driving left. He would have said he couldn't drive left. Dribble maybe 3 times, pull up. Jordan, as you can see, he's not going deep into the shot clock with any of these scores. Now, in this series, he struggled with his jump shot. And that you have to credit the New York Knicks defense. I believe he shot like 40% from the field in this series. And that was indicative of the era in which he was scoring. At this time, scores, average, final scores throughout the game, scoring was going down. Defenses were clamping down, and as a result, field goal percentages were dropping. And the Knicks were one of the best defensive teams in the league, and they specifically geared their defense to stymie Mike, and it was effective. They're physical with him. They were making him take tough shots, and jump shots are, no matter how great you are, they tend to sometimes not go for you. But look, you see right here the give and go. I couldn't see exactly what it was too, but you see Mike's not. A lot of these situations are catch and shoot. And when Mike is dribbling, it's a definitive score. It's a definitive move. He's going to score. There's no indecision there. And a lot of these, as I say, are catch and shoots.
69-60 in the backcourt. Michael Jordan beating John Starks.
That was a dump inside the Mike. But as you can see, most of these shots, and right here, he's the little hezzy pull up from three over one of the best defenders at that guard position, John Starks. But one thing you're noticing here, Jordan's not getting a lot of easy shots. He's not getting a lot of shots, as far as inside in the post or a lot of transition buckets. They're making it tough for him. And this is what we're talking about when we're saying, like, players in this era score differently, many of the great perimeter scorers especially, than scorers of the past. You notice Mike's not getting a lot of layups. The lanes are often closed off. Plus, they're clogged up. You got Patrick Ewing, a shot blocker. You got Charles Oakley, an enforcer, post enforcer on that team. So Mike's forced to be more of a jump shooter from about the free throw line out. So this is why we say, you see Mike with the 3-ball. Once again, catch and shoot.
Defensively, we're talking about a player who is on the second all-defensive team and who plays Jordan very well.
Well, see, notice Mike's moving without the ball.
But Michael has been unstoppable here.
He's not forcing the issue. He's not trying to force shots, turn the ball over out of bounds. He's being patient. He knows that the defenses are spying on him. He knows. Now look, this is an ISO. But look, he dribbled into a potential double team, right? But he used the other guys to screen off Starks, and he gets an easier shot at the free throw line. This is a high IQ basketball player at his apex. Once again, essentially a catch and shoot situation.
He's 5 of 6 from downtown.
And you're trying to tell me a guy like this gets to a spot. See, Mike's already determined like what he's going to do. He's already thinking he knows what he's going to do. And Mike can score in so many ways. And people say, well, why aren't they right on him? Well, then if you're right on him, remember, this is Michael. He just turned 30. This is a guy that could still drive to the basket and beat you as far as with his athleticism. So at that point in time, you got to pick your poison. And the weaker poison was still having him be an outside shooter. But when he's on like this, there's nothing you can do. Because if you play him for the drive, as they essentially are trying to do, keep him out of the paint, well then, if he's making his jump shots, then what can you do? There's nothing that you can do defensively. Stay in front of him best you can. But when he got the pump fake going, and his pump fake is so definitive. We saw that a couple years later with Calvin Chaney.
seen a couple times. You don't even
You know,
get a
it's just
chance to get it
difficult to
off.
guard this man in this era. So I just have a hard time understanding if you put Michael Jordan, even this 30-year-old version of Michael Jordan today's NBA, how does he not average 40 with the ticky-tack fouls?
Who have managed to bounce back with the 2 victories at home.
With, you know, essentially no big men down low, not really.
54 points.
I'm trying to figure out with the spacing that you have in today's game, how does he not easily score 40? He doesn't even need to shoot fadeaways. Fadeaway shot is to create separation for your defender. Mike had to always try to figure out how to best get myself in position to separate me from defenders. But there's a freedom of movement rule that was implemented. He don't have to do that anymore. So how the fuck does he not drop, you know what I'm saying, 40 points a game? I don't get it. But anyway, tell me what you guys think.